What is hidden behind the fences of houses where an ordinary person would not be allowed even within a kilometer? Robert Downey Jr.'s windmill, Johnny Depp's private village, a house with its own airport, a mansion larger than the White House, and a residence that costs $2 billion. Today we will look inside the craziest mansions of the rich and famous. Watch until the end because the last house on this list is a madness of 27 floors. Welcome to the channel for the richest.
Luxury life.
Robert Downey Jr. When you think about this actor, Iron Man immediately comes to mind, and it would be logical to expect that his house is some kind of giant high-tech penthouse with holograms. The reality is much cozier and more eccentric. The Downey family home in East Hampton is built around a 19th century historic windmill, which was restored and turned into a residence. The Downeys preserved many original elements: exposed wooden beams, stone walls, historic architectural details. On the property there are spacious gardens, a pool, and several outdoor relaxation areas. Inside, there are living rooms with soft sofas, and honestly, it's not that different from an ordinary cozy living room in an ordinary house. Of course, such a rich and famous family owns several homes. For just the role of Iron Man in the final Avengers film, Downey reportedly received over $75 million, so this windmill alone is a trifle for him. The Long Island house itself is estimated to be worth around $10 to $12 million. Michael Jordan. In the 90s, the most famous person on the planet was, without exaggeration, Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player in history. And of course, with such fame, he built one of the largest and most fantastically customized mansions, known simply by its address, 2700 Point Lane. The residence is located in Highland Park, Illinois. Inside, there are many halls and levels, and a significant part of the space is dedicated to basketball. The entrance is iconic, wrought iron gates with Jordan's legendary number 23. The interiors are furnished with top-class furniture with details referencing the image of the great athlete. The house has 9 bedrooms, 19 bathrooms, a gourmet kitchen, formal and informal dining rooms, several living rooms and relaxation areas, and of course, a full-size basketball court with spectator stands and its own sound system, plus a state-of-the-art gym and fitness room. And now the most interesting part. Since 2012, Jordan has been trying to sell this house for $29 million, and he cannot. Initially, the price was set at $56 million, then lowered to $29, but even that did not help. The mansion is so tailored to one person that it does not interest buyers, because if you have $29 million, you will build your own residence, not buy someone else's, no matter how famous the previous owner was. And this is despite the fact that the annual maintenance of the house costs approximately $100,000 just in taxes and upkeep. However, for Jordan, this is a drop in the ocean. His fortune today is estimated at more than $3 billion, and his contracts with Nike bring him over $150 million a year. Sofia Vergara. Colombian actress Sofia Vergara, for years the highest paid actress on American television with earnings of around $43 million a year. Her mansion stands in Beverly Hills, one of the most gated neighborhoods in Los Angeles. Vergara, together with her then-husband, actor Joe Manganiello, bought this residence in 2020 for approximately $26 million. And here is what distinguishes Sofia from most stars: she does not collect houses around the world. One is enough for her, but turned into an ideal family nest. Inside, a home theater, a wine cellar, a game room, a fully equipped gym, and a separate office in a strict business style, and also a special room where the actress stores her expensive porcelain collection, which is estimated to be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. The exterior is no less impressive: landscaped gardens, several terraces, an infinity pool, a spa, and an outdoor kitchen with a barbecue area. And here is a detail that shows how profitable an investment this is. 5 years before the purchase in 2014, the same residence was sold for just $10.5 million. That is, by the time of Vergara's deal, its price had more than doubled. Modest by the standards of our list, but this is just a warm-up. Alicia Keys. There are mansions that are no less famous than the people living in them, and here is one of them, the legendary Razor House in the La Jolla area of San Diego. This is a work of art in concrete and glass. It was designed by renowned architect Wallace Cunningham in a futuristic style, and the house offers one of the most breathtaking views of the Pacific Ocean. The residence is built almost entirely of glass, steel, and concrete, giving it a minimalist, ultra-modern look. Most of the windows face directly onto the water. The area is about 1,020 square meters. acres, 6 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, a state-of-the-art cinema, a game room, and a gym. Outside, there are several terraces, an infinity pool, and a spa, all with a continuous view of the ocean. By the way, this very house appeared in the film Iron Man as Tony Stark's digital villa. And in 2019, singer Alicia Keys, together with her husband, producer Swizz Beatz, bought it for approximately $20,800,000. Johnny Depp. When you are a millionaire, you buy huge mansions. And when you are Johnny Depp, you buy an entire French village. Yes, exactly. The famous actor bought a small settlement on the French Riviera to make it his personal vacation spot. The villa is located in the picturesque village of Plan de la Tour, near Saint-Tropez on the coast. Depp acquired this property back in 2001 and spent years restoring it, turning it into a dream residence, without killing the village charm of the place. The property covers about 37 acres and consists of several buildings: the main house, guest houses, a chapel, a private restaurant, and a number of cottages. According to various estimates, the actor invested about $25 million into this place, from a private village to a private island. The next hero decided that even a village was not enough. Richard Branson. Why stop at a mansion when you can buy your own island and make it your primary residence? That is exactly what eccentric billionaire Richard Branson thought, buying an entire island in the Caribbean Sea as his base and personal hideaway. The island is called Manor. It is located near the British Virgin Islands, approximately 1,770 kilometers southeast of Miami. And here's a detail worth watching to the end. Branson bought it in 1978 when he was only 28 years old for just $180,000. Today, the island is estimated to be worth over $100 million, meaning the investment has grown thousands of times. Since then, he has invested millions, turning it into a world-class resort. A night in one of the villas costs guests several $1,000s, and renting the entire island costs about $105,000 per day. By the way, when Hurricane Irma destroyed the buildings on the island in 2017, the reconstruction alone cost approximately $90 million. The headquarters of the Virgin Unite Charitable Foundation is also located here. Write in the comments, what would you do if you had your own island? And the next hero carries his island with him on wheels. Will Smith. When you are as famous and rich as Will Smith, you can afford not just a mansion, but a mansion on wheels. Its name is The Heat. This amazing house on wheels is 2 stories high, with an area of 111 square meters. It was designed to provide all the comforts of a luxury residence while on the move. The estimated cost is about $2.5 million. Smith used it during the filming of his movies and for personal comfort on long trips. The house has expandable sections that slide out to give more space, a living room, an office, and several relaxation areas. Inside, there is premium class furniture, modern appliances, and state-of-the-art systems, an entertainment complex with several television screens, surround sound, and high-speed internet. Also, an automation system that controls lighting, temperature, and electronics from a single central panel. I don't know how to feel about this, but Will Smith's house on wheels is larger than any apartment I have ever been in, and this van costs more than an average house in most cities around the world. $2.5 million on wheels. For comparison, Leonardo DiCaprio's famous trailer cost only $1.5 million, and the next hero owns a territory larger than Los Angeles International Airport. George Lucas. When you are the creator of one of the greatest and most beloved film universes in history, you can afford a mega residence like the Skywalker Ranch. Lucas bought the land for it in 1978, a year before the release of the first Star Wars, when his fame and fortune were just beginning. Since then, the ranch has only grown, and today covers 4,700 acres. To give you an idea of the scale, that is larger than Los Angeles International Airport. At the same time, the director's house itself, as well as studios and offices, occupy a relatively tiny part of the ranch. Only about 29,500 square meters are built up. The rest is vineyards, pastures, and gardens. By the way, the ranch makes good money from wine. A bottle of local production sells for dozens of dollars. In the future, it was planned to build several film studios here, but the project is being delayed by fears that construction would harm the area's ecology. The ranch itself, according to various estimates, is worth more than $100 million, and Lucas's own fortune after selling Lucasfilm to Disney for $4 billion is estimated at more than $5 billion. Just imagine, for Star Wars he once received a fee, and in the end, one franchise turned into a personal fortune with which you could buy an entire country. And the next hero built perhaps the most technologically advanced house on this list. Bill Gates. Bill Gates forever changed the world by making the computer accessible to everyone. In fact, right now you are watching this video thanks to his inventions. So he has every reason to be one of the richest people in history, with a fortune estimated at more than $100 billion. And the question arises, what kind of house does such an influential person have? Meet the Xanadu 2.0 mansion in Medina, Washington, one of the most technologically advanced on our list. It sits on a 66,000 square foot lot on a hillside overlooking Lake Washington. Construction began in 1988 and was completed in 1995, costing approximately $63 million. The house is equipped with a system that allows residents to control lighting, temperature, and music through sensors and mobile devices. Each room adjusts itself to the guest's preferences. One of the gems is a huge library with a collection of rare books. The main exhibit is the Codex Leicester, a manuscript by Leonardo da Vinci, which Gates bought for more than $30 million. The library has high ceilings, a fireplace, and a dome with a quote from The Great Gatsby. The house has an indoor pool with an underwater music system, a high-tech gym, a trampoline room, a 20-seat cinema, and a reception hall for 200 guests. Despite all its grandeur, Xanadu 2.0 is designed to be energy efficient. Geothermal heating and cooling, solar panels, landscaping with native plants that do not require abundant watering. And here is a mind-boggling figure. Built for $63 million, today this house is estimated at about $130 million, and the annual property tax is about $1 million, more than an average house costs in its entirety. And the next hero spent millions to build a house that looks like a prison, intentionally. Penn Jillette. How much do you think one of the most famous magicians on the planet can earn? You will be surprised. Enough to build and maintain a mega mansion in the middle of the Mojave Desert. This is about the whimsical residence called the Slammer, owned by American illusionist Penn Jillette. The plot itself cost only about $400,000, but the magician invested millions to tailor it to his eccentric tastes. Initially, it was a strange prison-themed house, but gradually it became brighter and more colorful, turning into a complex of 7 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms, and 2 guest powder rooms. And yes, those garish, completely mismatched colors are made that way on purpose. The mansion is divided into 3 parts: a family section with the kitchen and rooms for his wife and children, a work section with a completely pink office, and an entertainment section, 2 stories high with a 14-seat home theater. There is even a recording studio where Penn records his podcast. In the end, the magician sold the house for $3 million. As fun as it was, getting to it in the middle of the desert turned out to be too much of a hassle, and the next hero did not invent anything extravagant. He simply recreated Versailles. Mohammed bin Salman. Once upon a time, the palaces of the French monarchy were among the most elegant creations in history, and one architect decided to recreate such luxury for the modern world. And so the Chateau Louis XIV was born. It stands in Louveciennes, about 20 kilometers west of Paris. Despite its appearance as an ancient castle, it was built quite recently by developer Ahmad Khashoggi, with the intention of recreating all the opulence of the era of Louis XIV. The interiors are decorated with hand-painted frescoes, gilded moldings, and custom-made furniture, 10 suites, numerous reception halls, and formal dining rooms, finished with luxury and carefully selected works of art. And for all its historical grandeur, the castle is packed with the most advanced technologies. Lighting, security, temperature, and entertainment are controlled via mobile devices. The amenities include an indoor and outdoor pool, a private cinema, a 3,000-bottle wine cellar, a ballroom, and an underground aquarium right in the moat. In 2015, the castle was bought by an anonymous buyer for a staggering €275 million, about $300 million, making it the most expensive sold home in the world at that time. Later, it turned out that the buyer was the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, Mohammed bin Salman. For comparison, the same prince reportedly purchased Leonardo da Vinci's painting Salvator Mundi for $450 million, and the yacht Serene for $500 million. Chloe Bailey. Not all stars live in mansions. Some, like you and me, choose apartments closer to the city for convenience. True, the apartments of the rich and famous are very different from ours. Take a look at the home of singer and actress Chloe Bailey. Her home is located in an upscale part of Los Angeles in the hills, which offers panoramic views of the city while being close to recording studios and film sets. The singer has her own recording studio at home, small but fully functional. As decoration, she chose frames from her music videos and even an oil painting of her and her sister on stage. The apartment is quite spacious, a real giant by apartment standards, about 150 square meters. Housing in this area of the Hollywood Hills costs about $2 to $3 million, truly modest for a star of her level. Aaron Spelling. Why would anyone need a house larger than the Taj Mahal or the White House? We may never know the answer, but we definitely know that such a house exists. The legendary mansion known simply as the Manor in Holmby Hills, Los Angeles, one of the largest and most luxurious in the United States. Its construction in 1988 was commissioned by television producer Aaron Spelling and his wife Candy. The lot is about 4 7/10 acres in one of the most gated and expensive neighborhoods in Los Angeles. The area is about 50,000 square meters, making it one of the largest houses in the city. 123 rooms, including 14 bedrooms and 27 bathrooms. Interiors: high ceilings, marble floors, gilded moldings, a private cinema, a bowling alley, an ice skating rink, indoor and outdoor pools, a fully equipped gym, and a wine cellar. And also, and this is no joke, its own hair salon, massage parlor, and flower shop right inside the house. After Aaron Spelling's death in 2006, his widow put the estate up for sale. In 2011, it was bought for $85 million in cash by British heiress Petra Ecclestone, the daughter of Formula One billionaire Bernie Ecclestone. She carried out a massive renovation and in 2019 resold the mansion for a record $119,750,000. This is still the most expensive residential transaction in the history of Los Angeles County. And the next hero loves the sky so much that he built a house with his own airport. John Travolta. Did you know that John Travolta, in addition to being an actor, singer, and film producer, is also a certified pilot? And if that is not enough, take a look at his mansion with its own airport. The residence is called Jumbo Air and is located in Ocala, Florida. Everything here is arranged so that a fully functional runway is located right in front of the house. If he wants, Travolta can land a plane and step out right at his front door. The runway is long and strong enough to accommodate large airliners, including the actor's own Boeing 707. There are also 2 hangars, allowing him to keep his planes in perfect condition and ready to take off at any moment. In addition to the mini airport, the mansion is equipped with many amenities: an outdoor pool, a private cinema, a gym, and outdoor relaxation areas. Maintaining a private aircraft fleet costs hundreds of thousands of dollars a year just in fuel and maintenance. And the next hero chose a place not for the sky, but for the jungle. Diplo. Have you ever wondered what the home of one of the most famous DJs on the planet looks like? Before us is an impressive residence called Pompano in the parish of Portland, Jamaica, on the northwest of the island. According to Diplo himself, the estate is worth a staggering $100 million. And this is considering that one concert set of a DJ of his level brings in from $200,000 to $1 million per evening. The house was built specifically to catch the luxurious views of the wild mountains engulfed in jungle. The estate spreads over 62 acres, which Diplo bought piece by piece over 10 whole years. For the sake of the views, the house is filled with terraces, pavilions, and bridges. In essence, it is one huge balcony with many sections. The house has an interesting brutalism. The concrete is left as is, without finishing, only the texture and color of the bare material. The surrounding land is used to grow bananas, pineapples, and sweet potatoes. There is even a stable with horses and its own rainwater collection system for the pool. According to Diplo himself, he deliberately made the house as simple and natural as possible to take a break from the atmosphere that electronic music immerses him in. George Clooney. Sometimes actors fall hopelessly in love with the locations where they film and eventually buy a house nearby. That is exactly what happened to George Clooney. During the filming of one of the Ocean's movies, he had to come to Lake Como, and he fell in love with the views of the lake and the Alps. Clooney bought a house here in 2002 for about $10 million, and today it is known as Villa Oleandra. Built in the 18th century, it has preserved most of the original architecture, a classic example of Italian style. Stucco facades, red tile roofs, elegant stone details. The property includes several buildings, the main house, a guest house, and utility buildings. Inside, the historic combines with modern comfort, creating an atmosphere of timeless luxury. A spacious, bright living room with antique furniture and works of art. High ceilings, large windows, warm tones, noble wood and marble. The grounds include gardens and marble statues, a pool and even a private tennis court, several balconies with direct views of the lake, and also a private dock where small vessels can moor. Over more than 2 decades, the villa has increased in price several times, and today it is estimated at more than $100 million. Clooney has repeatedly refused to sell it. And the next hero did not fall in love with the views. He simply bought one of the most expensive private homes in Los Angeles. Jeff Bezos. If you have ever bought anything on Amazon, then you have indirectly contributed to the purchase of this palace. Before us is one of the latest residences of Jeff Bezos, one of the richest and most influential people in the world, with a fortune of about $200 billion. This is about his mansion in Beverly Hills, worth an incredible $165 million. The area is 12,634 square meters, with huge gardens and even a 9-hole golf course. Moreover, the billionaire bought up neighboring plots with the sole purpose of gaining more privacy. Originally, this palace was built in the 1930s for one of the co-founders of Warner Brothers. It has 8 bedrooms and 9 bathrooms, a bar, and a dining room for 40 people, and the facade deliberately references the White House. By the way, the deal was among the most expensive in California's history. And the next heroine chose a path opposite to this grandeur. Gillan. After all these huge and crazy mansions, it is nice to know that some stars choose homes similar to ours, like for example Gillan and her cozy house in Los Angeles. The house was built in the 1930s, and the entire decor is roughly from the same era, elegant wooden details and classic wallpaper. According to the actress herself, her house strongly reminds her of her grandparents' house in Scotland, and honestly, it looks a bit like the house of all our grandparents. In her office, she keeps many gifts from fans and souvenirs accumulated from all her films. By the way, such 1930s houses in this area of Los Angeles cost about $2 to $3 million today, mere pennies compared to Karen's roles in the Marvel Universe, where just one Avengers Endgame grossed nearly $3 billion at the box office. Oprah Winfrey. This is one of the largest and most breathtaking mansions that has ever existed. The Promised Land, the palace of Oprah Winfrey, one of the most successful and richest women in the world, with a fortune of about $3 billion. It is located in Montecito, one of the most gated communities of Santa Barbara, California. From here, you have views of both the ocean and the mountains, and all the rooms are designed so that a window faces one of the 2 panoramas. The estate covers about 70 acres. Besides the main house, there are several auxiliary buildings, guest houses, a tea pavilion, and a pool house. Yes, you heard that right. Oprah is so rich that she does not have a pool attached to a house, but a whole house attached to the pool. The interiors combine classical elegance and modern comfort in a neoclassical style. Spacious, bright halls, huge windows with spectacular views. The estate cost approximately $50 million, and since then, Oprah has invested a lot more into reconstruction and renovation. According to various estimates, today, the Promised Land is worth about $100 million, but all this pales in comparison to what we have saved for last. Mukesh Ambani. There are very few houses whose value exceeds $1 billion, and here is one of them, a true palace of the modern era, full of luxury and above all, huge controversy. This is the megastructure called Antilia in Mumbai, India. It was built by Mukesh Ambani, the head of Reliance Industries and one of the richest people in the world, something like an Indian Tony Stark. The mansion has 27 floors, but because of very high ceilings, it is equivalent in height to a 60-story building, 173 meters. The structure can withstand withstand an earthquake of magnitude up to 8. Each floor is designed differently, from hanging gardens to minimalist spaces. However, few have managed to get inside. 6 floors are devoted to garages for 168 cars, and there is also its own gas station. The main lobby has 9 elevators, each leading to its own part of the house. Antilia has everything: a spa, a gym, an indoor pool, a jacuzzi, yoga and dance studios, a 50-seat cinema. There is even talk of a room where a snowfall is specially created. The construction cost approximately $2 billion, and today the building is valued at up to $4.5 billion. True, Antilia has drawn a wave of criticism. It was built right across from one of the poorest areas of Mumbai, which many considered bad taste and a direct challenge to the least fortunate. These mansions are without a doubt incredible, but no more incredible than you, our viewer. So do not forget to hit the like button, write a comment, and subscribe to the channel for the richest. This is about wealth, luxury, and the lives of the most influential people on the planet.